Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at JRomeShaw. That's JROMESHAW on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
My friend, it really just occurred to me today on a walk through the forest and also playing my shakuhachi flute, meditating, thinking, contemplating, reflecting. I understood something. It was almost as if an epiphany occurred. If you want to have an edge today, there is one word that you must know. This one word is seen by some as the most valuable currency in today's time, and especially in today's time and in the coming years. This one word is going to be even more valuable as time goes on, because technology is on the uprise. Technology is not going backward, it is going forward with reckless abandon. I had a conversation today with a lady that was one of my passengers. I drive for Lyft on occasion, and she was in awe at all the electric scooters. She said, "Isn't that dangerous? What are they doing, these people?" I said, "Have you ever ridden one?" She said, "No, I never rode one." I said, "Oh yeah, they're pretty popular." And I thought to myself, and I told the lady, I said, I believe that all technology is born from convenience. It's just something that people don't want to spend their time doing. So they just create something. They invent something to make things easier. All technology is born out of convenience. And it just occurred to me, this word that will give you an edge in a world that is so distracted today. Focus. That word is focus. The most valuable currency. Right up there with time itself. If you have time on your side, good, wonderful, you have a gift. But if you have time, but no focus, you will waste that time. That time will be squandered. Take it from me, someone who used to identify heavily with procrastination. Time flew by. If you have the ability to concentrate, if you have the ability to be focused, when all sorts of new technologies coming out, all sorts of new applications coming out, all sorts of new waves, new fads, new styles, if you can focus, if you can concentrate, you will be untouchable. You will be unstoppable. You will be a force to be reckoned with. if you can focus. I encourage you to sit quietly in a room alone. Get comfortable with yourself and who you are. If you've never read a book, give it a shot. The concentration and focus that it takes to read a book is so valuable in today's time. When we have so much social media, videos, YouTube, audios, everything taking us away from these skills. Being able to focus on one thing is power. So my friend, just giving you a gem. In the coming days, in the future, you'll see how it will be harder and harder and harder and harder for people to focus. And if you can focus, you may be amazed at the difficulty in this one thing. The people around you seemingly unable to focus. I encourage you to meditate. I encourage you to take deep breaths. I encourage you to be dull, to be boring, to find magic in something mundane. Do puzzles. Do a word search. Do a crossword. Sudoku. Anything that involves you using your mind in a way that doesn't involve you wasting your time. Strengthen those mental muscles for focus, and you will be so constructive, so productive when the rest of the world seems to be destructive. You will carve your way through to your destiny. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast, here in San Antonio, Texas. I pray you received an encouraging message letting you know the power of focus is so valuable today, and in the coming years, it will increase in value exponentially. If you are able to concentrate and focus, who can stop you? Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if this is your first time receiving this podcast, subscribe for more inspirational messages like this. And if you'd like to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw. Clicking that support button is much appreciated. Big shout out. Thank you to all the wonderful supporters who donate to the podcast, making it possible for episodes like this. Have a wonderful and blessed day or night, wherever you are, my friend. Stay focused and take care.